Hey everyone, we got 2 nights of basketball to cover here. You know the drill, so I'm just gonna get right into it with the Knicks and Pacers game. Um, Brunson, we talk about Brunson. I told you guys the other night, Brunson treats the first quarter like the Mavericks treat the first game of a series and just does not perform well in it. That is a lie in this game. The Pacers start with the lead, but Brunson is a bright spot on the Knicks, making a couple baskets. But once the rest of the team wakes up, they start rolling it. They get a lead. They keep extending aforementioned lead. They have 7 offensive rebounds in the first. So I mean, Pacers just not getting the ball. Once the Knicks, they got a double digit lead really early in the second. So once the Knicks started rolling, they started rolling. I'm talking everybody on this team. You're not looking at one specific person. Brunson, however, had 22 points halfway through the second. Holy crap! All right, so he made up for it. He made up for all those games where he's not scoring in the first half. He's not scoring in the first quarter. Um, he excels them to a 15-point lead at the half. The Pacers are able to cut it down to 7, but then they get totally deflated again as the Knicks make all their shots. Brunson bricks a three. Oh, I remember this. I remember. Okay, this is 2 days ago, so bear with me on this. Brunson obviously shooting well. He bricks a three. DiVincenzo runs in, slams it home. That's for a 22-point lead. At this point, it's like and I stopped taking notes at that point because it was like that nothing's happening here. Siakam ended with 22. Turner was the next highest with 16. Brunson 44. So I say he had 22 in the first half? Yep. So he did the exact same in the second half as the first half. That's very, very important. That's consistency. That's showing you can play in any circumstance, any quarter. That's what they need from Jalen Brunson. Hart was 11 and 18. Hartenstein was 17 and 7. McBride 17. Burks 18. There's your bench. Obviously, McBride is not off the bench with the OG Anunoby injury. However, he is a bench player for the most part. Like I'd still call Al Horford a bench player, even though he's starting for Porzingis. If everyone is healthy, McBride's off the bench, Burks off the bench. That's 25 points from those guys. Thibodeau, take notes. Take notes. Um, but yeah, the Knicks 101 shot attempts. That is just crazy. The Pacers were 44. I'm sorry. The Pacers actually led from three in terms of scoring percentage, 44 to 34%. 53 to 29 rebounds. Knicks 20 offensive rebounds. That heavily attributes to the 101 shot attempts. Pacers had 24 defensive rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds, and Knicks 33 defensive. So Knicks just a complete dominant performance after a slow start for most of the players, and that was all led from Brunson. Like I said, Brunson was playing well at first. He was the only reason they had some points early in the game. So I would not. I don't think I'm stretching it by saying he inspired them to wake up and play well. And obviously, his 44 points didn't hurt the team. And I think the Pacers have this one without Brunson pulling out a superstar night. So credit to him. Speaking of a superstar night or lack thereof, or I was looking at the Minnesota Timbies side of the ball. On the other side of the ball, it was a superstar night. Let's talk about it even though I don't want to. Yeah, they're like the Timbies. Um, Karl Anthony Towns, big start, great start to this game. Outdone by Jokic. Jokic was sinking everything he was putting down, and then he'd do his classic backwards, running back to the line like nothing happened. So not able to get out to that early lead they could have with Towns going off. Timby start 4 for 5 from the three. I know Cat had a couple of those. Edwards had a highly contested one. I think Alexander Walker might have had one. I'm not sure about that. Don't quote me on that one. But the other two, I know are right. But Cat, he gets 3 fouls in the second. I feel like Cat get these fouls a lot. No, is he a high foul player? I feel like he is. Um, but so they have to sit Cat, and then Aaron Gordon is able to come alive in the second. He is dunking everything. He is making everything. He is all over the ball on both ends of the court. Um, Denver leads at half by a little. Minnesota is able to have a quick response in the third. What's his name? The uh, what's his name? Finch, Coach Finch. Um, must have had some hell of a speech in the locker room. However, then Jokic wakes up again. He does like the spin move, very sneaky handoff to Aaron Gordon. He goes up and Gobert denies him. It's actually kind of freaking insane the way that this happens. Defensive player of the year right there for you. But Denver takes the lead back right after that. Jokic. Jokic just keeps driving the paint. He does whatever he wants in the paint. The Timberwolves' advantage, obviously, I've said it before, I'll say it again, is their size. And Jokic is able to just take advantage of their strength. You know, they're great. It's not like he's taking advantage of a weakness. He's taking advantage of their greatest strength. So that just goes to show you how crazy good Nikola Jokic is and how damned the Timberwolves might be here after leading 2-0 in the series heading back to Minnesota. Um the Nuggets break out to a damn near 20-point lead, which is eventually cut back to 10, but it remains at 10 for like the rest of the game. Karl Anthony Towns ends with the most points at 23. Edwards, a slow night at 18. Gobert, 11 and 18. Jokic, 7, 13, and 40. So 40 piece from Jokic. Aaron Gordon, 10 and 18. Murray and Pope both have 16. Braun or Brown or however you say his name, excellent off the bench. We love seeing, or we hate it, but I'm sure Nuggets fans love seeing the bench perform well. It is not a strong suit for Denver, but it has been the last few games. Yeah, good. So like I said, good game from Towns. He had a horrible game, game 4 when Edwards put up I think 44 and Towns like didn't put up a dick, and that's why they lost the game because their second star player. It'd be like Tatum putting up 44 and Brown putting up 7. You know, like we lost because of you, Brown. If you did what you were supposed to do, if you did your minimum of what you're supposed to do, we would have won this game, and that's what happened to Towns. And Towns felt that he had a comeback game, but unfortunately for them, the rest of the team did not cooperate in that. Even Anthony Edwards. And what's crazy about this is the Timbies never lost 3 straight games all year, including regular season. And they lose 3 straight here to the Denver Nuggets, 2 of them being at home. Now they're heading back home. It makes me wonder if the Timbies' strong start in this series was just motivation for Coach Finch. Obviously, he got hurt in the last game against the Phoenix Suns, and he's on crutches. And they came out the first 2 games. I forget if he was on the side. I don't even know, but dominating the opponent, and it makes you think if some of it was some motivation from that. But yeah, I'm sorry. I got a really stuffy nose. Jesus Murphy, I can barely talk. I'm gonna have to blow the hell out of my nose after this. But let's get into our first handshake line. Well, not a handshake line because it's not hockey, but first ECF or WCF in either league. Confirmation visitor. I'm sorry, I don't attendee, I should say. This was a horrible lead, and this would have been really cool if I had gotten it on. The Boston Celtics made the ECF for the 3rd straight year, 6 times in the past 8 years. Hate us because you ain't us, even though we haven't won a chip in that time. Anyways, it was kind of a gimme game again. No Donovan Mitchell, no Karis LeVert, no Jarrett Allen. Just a very unfortunate situation for the Cavaliers. Unfortunate for Boston that they're not really playing against competitive teams like that. However, I will say this game was a lot closer than it should have been. Tatum and the Celtics are great from 3 to start. The Cavs are able to keep it close. We like seeing Tatum with a good start. The Cavaliers take the lead. Marcus Morris scores 7 quick ones. Marcus Morris, this was his best game of the playoffs, best game I've seen him play ever because I'm not watching a game for Marcus Morris. So he's like, oh yeah, Marcus Morris is there. He was playing very, very well. He had 14 points halfway through the second quarter. Or was it Derek White? Derek White gets a 3 to tie the game. Horford gets a 3 right after that to take the lead. He then blocks a shot, and then he's coming back on the offense, and he takes a shot, bricks it, and it's going out of bounds, and he dives. It's a scramble for it, and then it goes out of bounds. He dives, knocks it back in off the Cavs to keep the possession. So, damn Horford. Damn Horford. Still, I mean, Are we seeing Porzingis when he comes back? No, no, I'm just kidding. He is filling this role beautifully. Where Kristaps Porzingis has left a hole. Obviously, he hasn't played in the last 6 games. I'm pretty sure. Al getting comfortable again in a starting role. This was definitely his best game. Um, Drew Holiday has been filling in for a lot of what Porzingis has been leaving out with his absence. However, this game it was all Al. Um, Tatum gets a highly contested three to end the half. 5 seconds left on the clock. Garland can't get the response. Celtics lead by I forget how much, but they lead at half, maybe like somewhere between 5 and 10 points. Celtics have a large scoring drought midway through the third. It is ended with a Pritchard three, so maybe a little bit of worry there. The Cavaliers were also missing a lot of shots, so um, not like they got too close at any point, but never good to see your team not scoring like that. The Cavaliers are able to go on a run to make it a one-score game in the fourth. I think it was a 3-point differential, but then the Celtics perform a 10-2 run, and that is game for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Evan Mobley had 33 points tonight. Very quiet 33 points. You notice I didn't even say his name, but he gets 33. Marcus Morris has 24. Like I said, 14 in the first um, quarter and a half. So strong start from Marcus Morris, and obviously Mobley picked it up at the end when it was kind of getting out of hand. Um, Max Strus with his big old Florida Panthers jersey, thinking he's hot shit. Oh yeah, you're a cool guy. You're cool. You're cool. He almost was cool. He got a 7 rebounds, 9 assists, 12 points. So pretty dang close to a triple double. But you still lost. You better pack that damn Florida jersey when you go down to Florida on your connecting flight to Cancun. Uh, Not Galveston. If you make the second round, you don't go to Galveston. But get some obvious respect there. But Tatum 10 rebounds, 9 assists, and 25 points. So 1 assist away. If you watched at the end, he was trying to get it. He passes to White, who is about to take the shot, but he can't get it off. And then it keeps going around. Horford's like over. Oh, I'm sorry. Tatum's like over here. Horford gets it and shoots it, makes a three, and I'm like, damn it, man. And then Horford's celebration. I want to see Al win one so bad. I really do. This man is just so hype. You can't hate Al Horford. You can't hate the guy. He was just excellent all night. I just love how down to earth the guy is. What a nice guy he is, and the fact that like he just goes nuts when they win games, and it's just great sportsmanship from Al Horford. He had 15 rebounds, 5 assists, 22 points. Derek White, the next highest scorer under Tatum and Horford, with 18 points. A quiet night from Jaylen Brown. Didn't need him. 43 to 28 rebounds. They clearly missed their big in Jarrett Allen. But yeah, that's all she wrote for the first elimination of the second round in either sport. The Cleveland Cavaliers are going to Cancun. Free agent, and it's unfortunate because, like I said, they were missing three of the. I don't know if LeVert usually starts for them, but he was playing like it the last few games, so I'll just call it three of their starting five. They were missing Allen, LeVert, and Garland. Not Garland. Mitchell. Mitchell, huge. All guys who were pretty dang big in the in the Magic series. Jared Allen was big in the Magic series. Maybe not so much LeVert, but obviously Mitchell. Garland was silent. That's why I left out Garland there. But yeah, free agents for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Not too many big names. Morris is a free agent. That was obviously, like I said, his best game. So after that, you want to resign the guy. Okoro, probably let him walk. Tristan Thompson. Are they going to trade Donovan Mitchell? People are saying Mitchell might want out. I think him being injured changes that a lot, honestly. They almost won both the games where he was injured, which in his mind might make him say like, if I was just in those games, people are talking like he's out of there. I'll trust the sources and say they're probably right, but I just don't think he should. I think he should stick it out. Obviously, what did they get eliminated in the first round last year, or the Knicks? I forget who won that series, but I don't know. I just think he's in a highly competitive East. If he wants to win a chip tomorrow, or by tomorrow I mean like next year, and yeah, I don't think Cleveland's gonna do it for you. But if you want to build something in Cleveland, I think you got a great start there. I think there's a future there. I think with a couple additions of superstars in Cleveland, you got a great team around those superstars that can really, really be beneficiary to them winning. Like add the big three from the Suns to Cleveland and they're winning a chip. Like no question. They got a great roster there, great team play, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens to them in the offseason with all these Donovan Mitchell rumors. But that is the last time we are discussing the Cleveland Cavaliers. On to OKC and the Dallas Mavericks. OKC has a quick start, but they get bombarded by the Mavericks, go 6 for 6 on their last 6 shots. Half of them are from like Luka. Luka has himself a game tonight. You will see that from the stats later. And when I keep talking about him in the middle of this game, Dallas, at this point, they're undefeated after losing a game in the playoffs. Obviously, they lost 2 in the Clippers series. They lost 2 in this series and 1 each game after it. That continues here. The Thunder are forced to work for everything. So the Thunder, especially SGA, they're paint shooters. Obviously, they're good with their threes, but mainly they shoot from the paint. Lively's down there making their life a living hell. Obviously, Luka isn't a stout guy either, but yeah, Kyrie, over the course of the game, this is a weak Kyrie game. However, it's a good first half for him. He has 12 in the first half, or maybe 10, or something like that. And usually Kyrie's like 2 points in the first half, so it's nothing to brag home about. But he scored more than 2 points, so we're gonna talk about it. The Mavericks end the first half with a 10-point lead. The Thunder shoot a lot better in the second half. However, the problem is the Mavericks keep answering to keep it a 10-point lead. Um, Around the middle of the fourth quarter. So throughout the entire third and early stage of the fourth, we're still looking at a 10-point lead. Luka hits a pair of threes that excel it to a 15 plus point lead. The Thunder after this drive, especially using Holmgren, a great dunk from Chet Holmgren. They get the lead back to just 7. But Washington hits a 3, then misses his next 3 in a scramble under the net for it and slams it home. So back to a double-digit lead for the Mavericks, and the Mavericks continue to just run away with it. Luka, 10, 11, 31. So triple-double, Luka Doncic. Crazy performance. This is what we need to see from him. And before the game, they were listing all of the injuries that he had. And he is a sore man. He is a sore mouth. So, crazy to see him put a performance like that. Washington, 10 rebounds and 10 points. And like I said, 5 of those points were bang to excel the lead back. So clutch points for PJ Washington. Derek Lively, 10 rebounds, 11 points. Kyrie, 12 points. So another silent. Oh, not another. I shouldn't say another. Because Kyrie, we haven't really seen this from him. He's usually putting up the crazy ass shots. So I'll say a rare silent night for Kyrie Irving. Really had nothing going on in the second half. Luka made up for all of that shit. Um, SGA on the other side of the ball, 30 points. Holmgren the next highest with 13. So that's just not going to get it done. The other players on the Thunder weren't really shooting well. Dort had nothing going on. What are they? Are they Williams or I forget. There's 2 guys with the same friggin' name. They didn't have shit going on. 52 to 42 from the field. So obviously, if it wasn't for SGA, that 42 would be like a 30 or some crap. 40 to 40% to 25% from 3. So like I said, the Thunder just not efficient at all from 3. 46 rebounds for the Mavericks, 33 for the Thunder. So heavily out-rebounded as well. Just an all-around great game for the Dallas Mavericks, especially Luka, and just poor shooting on the part of the Thunder. They couldn't get anything in the paint, and that's where they need to get things because they're not a team that is known for going from 3, at least as far as I know. As far from what I see, it's always SGA with that backup shot there, and Holmgren obviously a great dunker. They just couldn't get any of that stuff done with Lively and the Dallas Dallas defense. I was hoping Mike could help me. Like I said, I barely been watching. I was friggin' focusing on hockey the last few days, and I already barely know what I'm talking about. He's in the channel description, fuckers. So don't get on my case about it. But yeah, no, I'm still having fun covering these games, so I'm gonna continue to do so. Especially because we're dropping down to only 3 matchups left, and then next round is only gonna be 2 in each league, so it'll be a lot easier to cover, and we love it being a lot easier to cover because I do things. I do have a life, and I like to live that life without constantly recording these fucking videos. But it's still fun, so I'm not complaining. But yeah, that is all the time we have for today. Thank you guys for watching. I'm sure next time we have Mike on here, he'll have his say for the Celtics. God damn it, I hit the fucking button by accident. And now I got to do all this editing to make sure it's not that much, but it's still a pain in the ass. I'm sure Mike has his say on Celtics advancing. So I'm sure we'll hear that next time he's on here. Porzingis, hopefully he'll be back game one of the next round. But if not, we got faith in Al, Big Al. Let's see the Pacers extend this series. Hopefully, are they on tonight? Are they on tonight? Oh, I accidentally typed in Packers. Pacers. Nope, it's tomorrow night. Wait, who the hell's on tonight? Is it just one? It's the Nuggets and the Timbies. Yes, that's one. Oh no, Timby. They better hold on, baby. Go Wolves. Go T Wolves. But anyways, I'm just stretching this now. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.